Nokia and Windows have got a new ecosystem in town, obviously following iOS and Android, the two big guns. So there's a new market to tap into in terms of building apps and so forth. So MDeC, with their Icon program, which obviously happened before all of this, had decided to venture forth into the Windows marketplace to see exactly what they could develop.
Hi everyone, you're with me, Cherish Liao, and you're watching Gadget Nation. So here today we are looking at the collaboration between MDeC Malaysia with Nokia. So standing next to me, this is Gary Chan. He's the head of marketing, head of sales.
Head of marketing.
Head of marketing for Nokia Pan Asia. So the first question I would like to ask, because basically you're overlooking the entire regional sales and marketing for Nokia, I believe. So looking at the Asian market, what is the competitive advantage of developers in this region before we going in to talk about Malaysian market itself?
So, this Asia is a very, very diverse and interesting market. I think one of the things that's very interesting about Malaysia is that we have got a mix of so many different kinds of people here. We have Malays, we have Chinese, and this is an English-speaking market. So I think that the uniqueness is that the developers can create applications for Asia from Asia. And Asia is really the largest and fastest growing market when it comes to mobile adaptation. And when it comes to the adaptation of smartphones in this region, Malaysia is leading the way.
And looking at the trend right now, what is the different genres that probably, is it gaming, the kind of applications that you see more and more Malaysians or people, the developers from the emerging markets, they are creating for a global market? Is it gaming, or is it social network, or is it any other different kind of applications?
I think the great thing is that the program is not limited to one genre, but it's open up to many genres. And we are actually seeing many different kinds of applications coming through, all the way from imaging applications to games to productivity applications to enterprise applications. I think that there is so much creativity that's we are seeing in terms of the submissions and the quality of the developers here in Malaysia. And thanks to the the work that MDeC has been doing in grooming and training these developers.
Okay, so right now let us look at the Malaysian market. So we have the initiative by MDeC, which is the Icon program. So looking at this program, the announcement that MDeC and Nokia made today, can you explain a little bit more to our audiences what kind of programs, like what are the steps that you plan to take to engage with local developers to bring them to come on board and build apps for Windows Phone marketplace?
Absolutely. So Icon was established in 2009, and they've been running this program to actually bring on iOS and Android applications in the past. Now today I think that there is a real opportunity to exploit a third ecosystem, which is the Windows Phone 8 ecosystem. And the Windows Phone 8 ecosystem is particularly interesting as an ecosystem because Windows Phone 8 is not actually an evolution or an incremental upgrade of Windows Phone 7.5. But what it is that the Windows 8 operating system and the Windows RT operating system for tablets is a shared operating system with Windows Phone 8, which means that developers can now create applications and reuse components in their application to not just publish to Windows Phone, but also to the Windows PC desktop, of which Microsoft has got a very big footprint, and they're estimating that more than 400 million devices alone this year will be available to the market. So we think that this is going to be an incredible opportunity for developers from just a coverage standpoint. It's unprecedented, and where Nokia is helping out is that we are helping out in terms of the access to technical support, to training, together with MDeC, to marketing, and to make sure that the application is not lost within the entire mix of the stores, but is able to be found by the people who need to find them.
So if I want to ask you, what are the few applications that you've seen in Malaysia, probably from the Icon program, that you think stands out a lot? Would you mind to share one or two that you think that probably can inspire some new developers to rise up and say, hey, I can build a better app than this team?
Well, I think that this is the first time we are really working with MDeC and the Icon program. So I can't actually comment about the applications that have gone through the program before. But I think that we have been in the Nokia market, in the Malaysian market for a long time, and been working with developers in Malaysia for a long time. So we have seen a lot of innovation coming about. One of the innovations that we have seen is, by way of Malay or Muslim-based applications. You know, when it comes to things like halal finders, food finders, the thing that's very uniquely Malaysian is an understanding of the Muslim culture and the nuances and the importance of, you know, the lifestyle and bringing that lifestyle into a mobile environment. But shifting gears into something that's a little bit more global, we're also seeing a lot of innovation coming out from even the imaging space. So we are working with a developer called MDeC in Malaysia, and they have actually created an incredible application called Sophie Lens. And the difference and innovativeness about this Sophie Lens application that's completely different from what's available in the market today is that normally when we take a picture, and I love taking pictures, when I take a picture with my Lumia phone, I have to, in the past, actually use and launch a photo editing application to then apply the filters and make changes to the application. What MDeC did with Sophie Lens and using the power of the Windows Phone 8 platform is that they created an application which I was able to choose my effect and see my effect in the viewfinder before I even take the picture in real time, which means I can compose a shot according to the kind of filters that I want to and see the effect even before I take the photos. And I think that's an incredible innovation and talent that we are seeing that's coming out of Malaysia.
So just now the name of the app is?
Sophie Lens.
Sophie Lens, and it's only available exclusively on Windows 8 platform.
That's correct. It's actually available exclusively on the Windows Phone 8 platform and at the moment exclusively on Nokia Lumia devices. We were so impressed by this application that we wanted to have some exclusivity and to make sure that it's available for all Nokia Lumia users in Malaysia.
So that's too bad because I'm using iPhone.
Well, we'll make sure that it will get you across the Windows Phone.
Okay, so thank you for your time, Gary.
Thank you, Cherish.
It's a pleasure talking to you.
Pleasure talking to you.
Yeah, so just now that was Gary Chan, and we understand a little bit more about the mobile trends in the emerging markets in Asia and in Malaysia. Definitely there are more room to grow, and this is a space that we should look at because more and more developers are now engaging and joining this global trend of starting up their own company and building their own apps, building their vision. So this is me, Cherish Lau, signing out.